Hey guys, today we're going to take a look at this Century Model Serbian made NPAP 7.62 by 39 AK variant rifle, imported by Century Arms. And if you guys are watching this video, it's probably near the end of the month, if not the beginning of September, but I'm actually shooting this video on the 16th of August. And the reason there's such a big gap is because even though I bought this rifle, I'm not really going to keep it for very long. It's actually a present for my little brother. So I can't put this video up, obviously, until I actually give him the present, since it's a bit of a surprise. So that's why the video is so late. But he's wanting an AK, and I ran into a little bit of extra money and went out shopping and wanted an AK. Or he wanted an AK, and like I said, he couldn't really afford one. So I found him one that was affordable and was really good and had everything I thought he would need in it. And I thought you guys would like it, so let's check it out. As I said, this is a Yugoslavian-made AK, made in Serbia, about as close to a genuine kebab remover as you can get. Let's see here. I'm going to show you the serial number, but if you can see it, it says made in Serbia right there. First impressions of the rifle is it is heavy. And there's a reason for that. It's overbuilt. The receiver is thicker than a standard AK. It's got a heavier barrel. The barrel is not chrome lined, by the way. It is a standard barrel. But it's a thicker receiver. It's got heavier duty wood furniture than a standard AK. So you will notice it's probably right at about 8 pounds unloaded. So it's a pretty heavy duty rifle. And that was actually one of the things that he wanted, was he wanted a Fallout, if you're familiar with the video game. If you're not, it's a post-apocalyptic type, a survival rifle, something bulletproof. It's not quite to RPK toughness, but it's pretty close. So, of course, the upside will be, of course, it's strong as all can be. Downside is it's pretty heavy. Of course, we'll take standard AK magazines. It came with 2. I bought him 2 more. This is one of the ones it came with, which looks like it's seems pretty rough use. All but one of them fit really easily. One of them's a little bit stiff, but it gives a tighter fit, so it's not bad. But yeah, of course, take standard AK magazines. Of course, feed standard AK ammo. Unfortunately, if you're out to customize your rifle, this may not be the one for you. The fore end is slightly different. I think the receiver end might be a little different. I think it's to square it off, but I'm not sure. But basically, it won't take a lot of standard. And I think actually the muzzle brake's a little different too. Won't take a lot of standard AK accessories. You'll have to find one specifically made for the Yugo. But for him, he wanted something that was, bulletproof survival-wise, so he's probably not going to put a lot of accessories on it. And maybe a red dot optic, and we'll get to that in a minute, because that's one of the reasons I picked this rifle. Well, I already covered for you the weight. It's a heavy rifle. One of the other things I'm going to cover for you that some would consider downsize is it is imported by Century. Most people look at the Century rifles as bad quality rifles. Apart from their Wasters, I've never been really impressed with their other firearms. However, this isn't really the case with this rifle. The fit and finish is really, really top notch. It's got really excellent bluing on it. It's really well made. The parts fit really well together. And because of importation laws, these first generation of these things really sucked. They came with a bolt designed for a single stack magazine. And of course, when they're imported, they had to be single stacked. And Century didn't get the right bolts for them, and had a lot of problems. This model and the newer ones come with the standard double stack magazine. So all Century has to do is open up the double stack feeding area here and change trigger to a G2 trigger, and that's it. So it's very, very slightly modified by Century, and really anybody could do this with the Dremel tool. So, and it does have, of course, the dimpled receiver, unlike the Wasser. So, monkeying around by Century on this gun is very, very minimal. So, which gives it an excellent reputation. When I was looking at it online, everybody says if you want a Century AK, this is definitely the one to get. It's because the build quality is so much better than the other models. And I tend to agree. It's got my Wasser works fine, but this has got a lot nicer fit and finish to it. I can't really think. It does not have a bayonet lug. So if you must have a bayonet, unfortunately, and I didn't know that until I picked it up earlier, it does not have a bayonet lug. Not really a downer for me, but some people might like it. I don't know if my brother will want one. I don't think he'll use a bayonet. and really, it's, let's face it, it's just for show anyway. But you can see the fit and finish on it's really nice. That's kind of a unique way of coupling the barrel right there. I didn't notice that until now. I haven't seen that on any other AKs. It must be something in the manufacturer. I'll look that up. Most of the AKs, this just comes down in pins. I haven't seen this little slot. I wonder if it has something to do with the gas system for the grenade launcher. No, I'll look it up later. I'm getting off track. You see, fit and finish is real nice. Also, the safety. Man, this safety is just, it's stiff. It's really stiff. It has kind of a unique design to it. It doesn't have the normal little tiny tab the standard AKs have. It has a much bigger notch on it, and the safety's really stiff. I heard people say this is common, and then it loosens up over time. I wonder if they did that because this, of course, has the notch cut out, so you can lock the bolt back, slide the safety up and lock it. But this safety's a little too stiff right now to do that with one hand. But it is there. Okay, so, and I keep overextending the safety. Luckily it's an AK and it doesn't care. Upsides, now that we're there. One thing I really like about it is this. This is an optics rail, but this isn't the standard AK optics rail. This is something unique to Serbian rifles, I think. It's definitely unique, but I don't know if it's just Serbian rifles. Anyway, this optics mount fits both the AK style side mount and the SVD style. So if you want to run any of the Russian optics or any of the AK optics, it'll run both. That's really cool. I really like that. I don't know why you'd run SVD optics on a AK, but if you want to, they're there. But you know, it'll look cool having your SVD scope on there. It's also, like I said, it's heavy duty and really well built. You can see how thick the trunnion is, how thick the metal is. It's really nice. It's got a much more ergonomic pistol grip. I think the magazine release is a little bit more extended than the standard mag release. It seems like I can get to it a lot easier than the other ones. One downside is also it doesn't have the secondary sling mount. It has the primary one up here, but because of the furniture, it doesn't have a secondary one. That's kind of a bummer, but you can put a sling mount anywhere. Another thing is, speaking of furniture, this has a much higher comb height, so you don't have to mash your face or keep your chin up as high against it trying to use optics. Much better for optics on the rifle, and of course it's much thicker and much better looking furniture. Really like that too. I don't know if he's going to run optics on it or not. I would assume he at least run a red dot on it, but that's really nice. Some people have problems, they don't like the thicker comb height and they have problems lining up the sights from the iron sights. I've shouldered it and I didn't have a single problem, and I got a fat face, so maybe it's if you're short, I don't know, but yeah, I don't really have a problem with it. Another option is, or another feature is, it has a chromed bolt. It does not have a chromed barrel, but it does have a chrome bolt. Just clean your gun after you shoot corrosive ammo. You know, people want to do it right away, but I think if you got to it within 24 to 48 hours, you'd be okay. But it does have a chrome bolt, so that's a very nice feature to have. All nice and polished up. For the most part, this assembles like an AK. However, it does have this locking switch here that has a pin that goes through it that holds the dust cover and the recoil spring on, which it's kind of a nice feature to have, I guess, but it makes field stripping a little different. You got to hold this in while you're taking off the dust cover and taking out the recoil spring, and you also have to push it in while you're reinstalling both of those two. And I had a fight with it the first time trying to get it in there. Once you get used to it, it's not bad, but it is an extra step. But I think the fact that it holds the dust cover on a lot tighter is a nice feature to have. I guess you can see the fit and finish, as I said, is really nice. It's got the nice mag dimples in there. I've been unloading it, loading it a few dozen times, so that scratches from me. It didn't come from the factory. That was me loading the magazine in it. Has the bolt hole device. So, yeah, I think it's a pretty good rifle. Like I said, this is just a preliminary look at it. Of course, it comes with a rifle, the instructions, the standard NRA propaganda. Comes with 2 magazines. I think I said that already. One of mine looked brand new. The other one looks like it's been through hell. This might have been used in the Yugoslavian war for all I know. Or it was just thrown at the bottom of a case and Ivan fell asleep on it and took all the bluing off. It came with 2. I bought him 2 more. Of course, it doesn't come with any ammo. I bought that and given him, that's about 100 rounds. I'll probably get him some more, but they had about 100 rounds sitting on the shelf, and I talked him out of gun store prices into more human prices and got some ammo for him. So anyway, that's a first look at it. Like I said, It's definitely an upbeat from the Wasser. Has a bigger, thicker barrel. Still not chrome line, but it's a beefier barrel, beefier design, beefier gun. Has that really nice, unique optics mount, chrome bolt. It's much better build quality. The rivets are much nicer. Has a few unique Yugoslavian features. But I think you'll like it. If he doesn't, I really do. If he doesn't like it, he can give it back to me. But yeah, we'll take it out and shoot it. I expect to shoot 3 to 4 MOA like any other AK rifle. Maybe if it's got a heavier barrel, it might shoot slightly better, but I really doubt it. I'm sure it'll shoot 3 to 4 like everything else. So yeah, I guess that's it. And you'll probably be watching this at the end of August, early September, and hopefully we'll have it shoot in a couple days and you guys can see it in action. So I hope you liked it. Like I said, this is just a brief overview of what I thought out of the box. And once I got it all polished up and lubed up and checked the action, it seemed to work and be really smooth. So that's it, guys. Hope you have a good day. See you later.